welcome back. And yeah, in this video, we understand what are the limitations of JavaScript and how to overcome those limitations in TypeScript. Okay, simple. Actually, okay, let's start with the limitations of JavaScript. Okay, let me change this language to JavaScript. It's my Notepad++. Okay, so what are the limitations of JavaScript? So JavaScript is very popular language. No problem with JavaScript, but minor things are there, so which is catch up by the TypeScript. Okay, so what are those? JavaScript, uh, for example, they actually wanted to build this language to be a simple language. They wanted to develop the JavaScript language to be a simple language. Okay, but down the line, it's been almost 20 years when JavaScript has come. So you know is been applied to every level of every application development, like is there in mobile apps, is there in website, desktop apps, and everywhere. Okay, so JavaScript is lacking something which is called type. I tell you why. Okay, see here. For example, if you want to start with the very basic, the heart of JavaScript programming is the variable. Okay, the complete programming runs around the data. The data will be with the variables, right? So problem is, see here, JavaScript variable declaration. So in JavaScript, how you declare a variable generally? Olden versions of JavaScript, we use var keyword, right? So from year 6 onwards, people started using let and constant keyword, right? So let is for non-constant and constant is for constant variables, right? So thing is, how you declare a variable? Let a is equal to 10. So if I say let a is equal to 10, so a holds the value called 10 is a number, right? Now I can say after few lines, or the next line, I say a is equal to 20. What happened? It was 10. I assign a value called 20. Any problem? No problem, because it's a number 10, a number 20, no issue. It is perfectly valid. Observe very closely. Next, a is equal to, I say true. Tell me. Just tell me what happens in other language like Java or .NET. If you declare with the number and if you're trying to assign a boolean, what happens in JavaScript, what happens in Java and .NET and other languages, object-oriented languages? You get the error because it was a number, right? It is initialized with a number. You're going to assign not number, you're going to assign a boolean. So if you do like this, like Java kind of language, you get the error. But JavaScript, there is no such rule like that. You can assign happily. You can happily assign a Boolean value also. So it is perfectly valid. And if I say a is equal to a string called test, then what? Is pakka perfectly valid. And even I say a is equal to an object. This is also perfectly valid. And if I say a is equal to if you assign some array, this is also perfectly valid. If I say a is equal to a function, okay, this is perfectly valid. Okay, this is perfectly valid. And even if I say a is equal to null, perfectly valid. So if you observe this entire scenario, one fine time, if I ask you what is that a belongs to, of which type, which data type, you never know. Latest one is null, so it is object type, correct? So thing is, there is no proper rule to what type of data we're gonna assign to a variable in JavaScript. Okay, you can assign any type of data. If it is here itself is a problem which face with JavaScript if you are developing a complex application. Okay, because if it is taking a number, you can even see if it is a number, we can apply some number related functions. If it is a perfect boolean, we can apply only boolean functions. If it is a perfect string, we can apply only string functions. But we never know, we can assign any type of data, but which type of function I can assign? Can I assign string? No, sometimes it will become object also. You can assign object also. So there is no strict type checking is available in JavaScript. That's one thing. And moreover, not only variable declaration, even for functions also, even for function declaration also, let's see what happens. Let me declare a simple function. You can go for normal arrow function, normal function, or function expression. I say let greet is equal to normal function expression. Uh, Function, this will take some statement. Okay, so greet function takes two parameters, name and age. Okay, so greet is a function which takes two parameters called name and age. Okay, some logic inside. Okay, we don't know. Now I'm gonna call a function. How to call a function? Greet, you provide what? You provide John, okay, comma 40. So name I'm providing John and age I'm providing the 40. So this is looking for two parameters. I provide two parameters. Okay, so this is perfectly valid. Correct. Now tell me, I call greet with only John. I don't provide 40. Then what happens? Tell me what happens in Java or .NET kind of programming language. You get the error because there is no function matched with only one parameter. We have only two parameter function. But in JavaScript, what happened? It is perfectly valid. Okay, because that's what there is no rules at all. Even though a function is declared with two parameters, you can assign two parameters, three parameters, one parameter, any type of parameter, or no parameter also, because no strict rule is there. If such type of functions if you write, so one fine day you never know what to pass and what type of data you have to pass. It leads to a lot of errors. So what I'm saying is the developer should be a very cautious what is that function is made for and what are the parameters, and you have to pass in. But it's not, it's practically, it is a bit complex because we can't, we can just keep an eye on function exactly what's it's looking for, and we're gonna pass. Okay, ultimately there is no condition which checks. Okay, and moreover, I say greet, I provide only 40. You know what? Perfectly valid, and that too 40 is gonna assign to the name. Okay, no strict rule. And I say greet nothing. This also perfectly valid. This is a problem, right? Okay, but what TypeScript does is it is typing. It just add typing to that. So what typing is, I tell you. When you start from variable declaration onwards in TypeScript, see here. For TypeScript, so variable declaration, what happens is you will assign like this a. You assign type also colon number. So A is of type number. If I say A is of type number, you can only assign a number. You can't assign anything else. See, if I say A is equal to 20, happy because 20 also a number. If I say string 20, you get the error. I show you practical example. You get the error because it is perfectly typed language, just like Java or .NET. Okay. Same way, if you take a function also for function declarations in TypeScript, what happens is you will specifically mention what type of parameter and how many number of parameters and what is the return type also you mention. Thing is, name of type string, you will assign a data type like this colon string and colon number and this is string, or you can just take a void. Okay, so name is of type string, age is of type number. If it is strictly defined in this way, you have to provide exactly two parameters, and first parameter must be a string and second parameter must be a number. You can't even pass first is number and string. No, not like that. Not like JavaScript. Okay, so you have to be. So there is a strict rule. If this type of rules are there, then there is no question of making some mistakes. Correct? Okay. So now what is your conclusion with all the scenario between JavaScript and TypeScript war? What is your conclusion? JavaScript is useless language, and TypeScript is very popular and useful language, right? And it means we don't need to learn JavaScript and we have to learn only TypeScript. Is that your conclusion? Is 100% wrong. Okay. Don't feel like there's the end of JavaScript and the era is only for TypeScript. I tell you, you never ever underestimate the power of JavaScript. Okay, even though TypeScript is having these many advantages over JavaScript, but still never ever underestimate the power of JavaScript. I tell you why in the next video. Thank you.